I don't know what to say about this intro. I don't know what to say here. You fill in the blanks. Fuck you. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, ya boy, the biggest aficionado of YouTubers around the whole country of Europe. And today we're going to be talking about another weird song. However, this song I made. Yes, today we're going to be talking about so far my biggest hit. And it's not because I want to. It's because my good friend Wobbleice does. So today we're basically going to switch up the story a bit. Instead of talking about how a weird song sounds to me, I'm actually going to be talking about the experience that it was working on Holostep. Wobbleice, this is for you. I will eventually figure out one thing that you have to do to me because it's already 2 favors I've done for you, and I'm starting to have a little bit of depth. I'm becoming a bank. Yeah, now I know when no one likes banks. Sickening.
God damn it!
To talk about Holostep, we need to talk about Bareylonpa. Yeah, we're a point to start, but after playing the first Bareylonpa around the winter of 2019-2020, I fell in love with the game and the series. Just how weird the concept was, how adorable and just, how attachable the characters were, how, disturbing the story in general was, which is just, the whole thing about the game. You are supposed to be, feeling disturbed, especially if you're playing Go Through the Sparrows, which I still have trauma over that. Basically, the game got into my mind like Me Too did a few years before. Around the same time, I had met Wobbleice, but not really spoken to him, through the More Than Just a Name LP mashup compilation hosted by my good idol, the only Pixel 19, aka Duality. Because of this compilation, we did a lot of follow for follow. I followed some people that worked on the mashup album, they followed me, and one of those people were Wobbleice. In the summer of 2020, because I followed him, found out that he was working on a song, and he had already released it. I'm gonna say he was working, he was already launching a song by the name of Bareylonpa. Bareylonpa was a song made by sounds from a Barely Alive sample pack released at that time, and voice lines from Super Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Yes, I know the subtitle of the game, that's how addicted I was to the series. I, because of my love for Danganronpa, wanted to remix it. So imagine how lucky I was when I found out he was doing a remix competition. That's my chance to fuck up the song. That's exactly what I did. Grab some voice lines from the first game, cymatic loops, Barely Alive samples, reworked samples from the original song. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have a steaming pile of shit that somehow was part of the remix EP.
Let's give it everything we've got.
How did I get here? There were way better remixes. MaxiFox, Pixel Growls, Zero Laugh, every single one of these remixes were better than mine. Why was I in here? Kick me out! I'm not sounding like psychedelic, and I don't like the fact that I'm sounding like that. Basically, because of that, me and Wobbleice established a long-lasting friendship that still exists to this day. Why am I saying this like this? It's only been 2 years. Whilst we were talking about our love for Danganronpa, we discovered that we also had a shared love for Hololive, one of the weirdest things to come out of Japan, a country that has created a Vocaloid who has sung Country Roads in front of Southeast Asian leaders.
Country road, take me home to the place I belong.
I was trying to fit in that joke. I might have, come out from another place. Basically, this was the beginning of the end for all y'all bitches, because we started working on the song. So the original Holostep was developed on the autumn-winter area of 2020. And this was around the time I was still working on samples. I was too afraid to start producing my own sounds. I didn't have any direction to what my music was going to sound like. Thankfully, Wobbleice was there. We came up with a lot of the ideas, the sounds, and how we were supposed to progress throughout a lot of his streams, because this was around the time he was doing a lot of Twitch streams and not just doing them for resurgency. Wobbleice, please start streaming again. Those were hilarious. It was just a mess. It was a mixture of working on the song, memes, us being dumbasses and me stressing out because I had to study for college. Let's just say the first semester did not work out that well, and I blame myself for it. At the end, the song was basically finished. We were sending it to people. It was being put on ID showcases, and we were going to release it onto Gas. But then Wobbleice started hating Gas. Okay, that happens, you know, a little bit of a follow through. Oh, Zrazwi, he has his own label. No, he does not. He's not defunct. We really cannot catch a break. Alright, Wobbleice is about to release an LP. We're gonna release it there. No, we are not. He canceled the LP. God fucking damn it, the song will never see the light of day. And that is exactly what happened. That version never got released. The song got canned. But the project did not. A few months later, around, I want to say March, April 2021, Wobbleice hits me up in the DMs, basically saying he wants to restart Holostep. And I was like, but we already have the song finished. Why the fuck do you want to restart it? Just don't like how it sounds. Fair enough. So, we decided to work on a brand new version of Holostep. This was going to be completely different. Instead of trying to basically make mindless banger, we wanted to make a mindless banger who also showcased how fucking weird Hololive in general was. Let's talk about the song itself. Now, this was around the time I was already starting to make my own sounds. However, as we were working on the drops, the only sound I was working on was just a sustain for the drop Wobbleice had already completed by the time I gave him that. So I decided, let's try and, you know, mark my influence, like, you know, mark my territory like a dog does, shitting on her couch. So I came up with the idea of the intro on the outro. Ambience, voice lines, a Danganronpa sound of the TV turning on and off, even on Hololive. Danganronpa was still a present thing. And then the outro, that was me basically saying, fuck this shit, I'm out. So, the song was completed. After a few weeks of extensive work and way faster production, we had a double drop banger around the 3-minute mark, and we were ready to release it onto the world. So, where did we release it? Exile Collective, a brand new label, collaborative, and it's basically one of the biggest songs because, you know, it's just a really good sounding song. However, if you think the song doesn't sound good, don't you worry. We have ourselves a remix package with a lot of talented producers basically doing a lot of different versions of the song. You have hardcore, you have creepy music, you have color bass, you have tear out, you have really good tear out, psychedelic. I'm the one that's supposed to be talking shit about myself. Don't talk shit about yourself. You are good. Leave the self-deprecation jokes to me. So let's talk about the song itself. It was shit. Okay, I'm joking. It wasn't shit. I personally adore the song. It took me some time to truly embrace the stop and go flow of the drops, but with time, it slowly got bigger. Especially working with it and finding out that, yeah, the version that we published was definitely the better version. I love how the first drop ends. I like the intro and outro, not because I did it myself, but because it adds a little bit of humor and also introduces the theming really well. You are about to witness some fucking bullshittery dubstep based with Hololive. It's going to be fucked up no matter how you look at it. Good progression, build-up sounds good. It's just an overall enjoyable song. If this shit doesn't get played on Wobbleice, I will go after Excision and claim that he basically... I'll just go after Excision. Yeah, I'll just go after Excision. The man is already getting enough hate. Let's add fire to the fire. It's lumber to the fire, you fucking idiot. Oh my god, my mind just doesn't work today. So that was basically it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next video will be a slight departure from our usual weird song style. I say this, I recorded this after recording that one, but you know, my PC at this point is still not working well. And this heaping pile of junk is not going to edit videos. So, you know, it's still gonna take some time for me to actually release these videos. But trust me when I say this, you're probably gonna get an onslaught of this. And if I'm not on the trending tab at the end of them, I will sue you to Susan Wojcicki. I'm coming for your ass. If you have any recommendations for weird songs, do it. I will definitely prepare a list. Completely, definitely, trust me. I already have my phone with me. Complete trust.